Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Such a wonderful opportunity to meet you again today. And today we are having a special conversation. Remember, today is Sunday, and most of the conversations on Sunday is a business conversation with most of the people I interview are my business partners and also people doing an amazing job in the community. But today we have a little change in the program because I think it's so important to support our own, to support our sisters, to support our brothers, the African brothers and sisters who are doing an amazing job in their different community, especially those who are in Cologne, in Northern Westphalen, and are doing a great thing for the politics. It is barely 7 days to go, 7 days before elections, and I am wondering how prepared are our candidates. We come to them, and before we get to them, let's have a very short break while waiting for our viewers to join in. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. If you've not yet subscribed to our program, you better do subscribe to the Sampon Global TV and be part of the Sampon Social Service, Facebook, and so that you can always get all the information. Welcome with me, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are having amazing women on the panel. We have Rose Wambri Kamandi. Rose Wambri, you're welcome, and it's a privilege to have you. And of course, we are having also Sophia Ajete. Sophia Ajete, you're also welcome to my program and so privileged to have you both. How are you, ladies?
We are fine, thank you.
Fine, thank you. Thanks for having us.
It's a privilege to have amazing people doing amazing job in amazing community, and of course we have so many tribal sisters and powerful sisters already watching and waiting seriously for such a conversation. I'm having Cornelia Henschel who says, "Good evening, my tribal powerful sisters." You're welcome, Cornelia. You're welcome, Irene. I can see you all. You're welcome, Maury. You're always there, Maury. Thank you for being a supportive instrument and force to our various people in the Northern Westphalen and particularly in Cologne and the amazing job that they are doing. Thank you, Jerry. And I'm very convinced that you are a great force to our people. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for being part of our people and part of supporting the crew, supporting the people, and supporting our sisters. Thank you very much, Batemona Abeke. It's an amazing thing to have you all here. And so I'm so sure that you are all waiting eagerly to hear from these amazing ladies. And I want to begin with Ma'am Rose. Rose, tell us a little bit about yourself. It's barely 7 days before elections. How prepared are you?
Hey, Manvera, thank you so much for having us and for your continued support. You've been doing an amazing job in supporting us. Yeah, like it has been said, my name is Rose, Rose Wambua Kamande, and yeah, I study education. I'm doing Master of Education, and I specialize in special education. And this is also partly why I've now decided to be politically active, because what we do mostly in special education is to look at special needs of children, and that doesn't mean that the children have to have special um, needs, but rather what can be done to help each and every child individually to achieve as much success in school as possible. And my field has also been in the direction of internalized racism, and that how affect children with a low self-esteem, and just looking with research, what are researchers saying about that, and what can we do for children, for our Black children especially, for them to be also successful in this country if they're studying here. And my main passion that I see is in empowerment of children. I was also the Miss Napi of 2019, and there I also met a lot of children, especially young girls, and um, it has been my passion to be an empowering person to especially to younger people, and I see myself with especially with BÜNDNIS 14. Why I decided to join is because I saw that they are already doing these things. They are already doing a lot of empowerment, especially with children. They are already doing a lot even in the field of education, helping parents and being a connecting force between parents and children and teachers. And so that's why I thought, okay, they look like they're doing a lot. Um, and I also saw what they did, especially for the NVOT demonstration. I was there too, and after this demonstration, a law was passed, and this the N word was made illegal. And I've been visiting also Aquaba festivals. I think most people who live in Cologne know Aquaba. Um, and so it's a lot of things that made me feel attracted to Bundesvierzehn. And since I've joined them, I've gotten to know more and more people, very empowering people. Um, Someone like Mr. Eli Abeke, who is the head of Bundesvierzehn, who has been in Bundesvierzehn up until now, and who is also candidating right now, but has also been counseling us on what is important to consider with politics. Um, because I always think we are all political, whether we want it or not. Politics affects our daily life. It doesn't matter what we are doing. We are always the decisions we make. Mostly they are always political. But he has the insight on how to do that consciously. And then there's also Miss Helen Abeke, who's also been a very supportive person, and all the other people who are there, because we are very many. They are all experts in their own fields, and I already feel like I can learn so much from them, and that is why I think Bündnis 14, for me, with my own passion of education, is the best political instance right now.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to come back to that. A lot of informations about you, a lot of empowering stuff you said. Your background alone is so empowering, and I think that many young people out there are listening to you, may listen to you after this, and I'm very sure that they also may be fascinated about what you do. So I'm very, very convinced that you're going to be an inspiration to many other people. We're going to come back to the conversation with you and to get more details to understand why you want to get into politics, and then if you go into politics, what changes will you bring. So thank you and stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. We are on Global Sunpon TV, and today we have a special program. It is 7 days before the elections, and I am curious to know what our people are doing out there and how prepared they are. Ma'am Sophia, tell us a little more about yourself, what you do, and what the people expect. Remember, it's just 7 days before elections.
Yeah, as I said, my name is Sophia Agete. I am a beautician, but now I am on the service industry. So I am moving. But I I am also a member of Ghana Union, and that makes me join Bundesvierzehn because Ghana Union is a member of Bundesvierzehn from the beginning when Bundesvierzehn started. And when I came back from Ghana, I was a member in Ghana Union, and I came back to join, and I saw the good work that they are doing. So I decided to join. So we move things forward. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Like the German say, kurz und präzise. That was just precise as it ought to be. So we have to welcome also, I guess we have a lot of people watching you. What an amazing program today. I'm sure you have said this to the whole world and the Ghanaian Union and all the Buddhist people out there. They are surely watching and wanting to say, what is going to happen? Just barely 7 days to go. How prepared are you, Rose? if you won these elections and you got to sit on that seat power, what would you do?
I think to the question, how prepared am I? I would say very well prepared because, like I said, I joined BÜNDNIS because of what I already do. So it's not going to be something new that I will start doing. I will continue doing the work that I do, meaning going deeper into education and going deeper, especially what I see the structure of BÜNDNIS can do. Because what I do as alone as a person has no power. We are stronger when we are together, and what I see that I can do, especially with Bundesvierteln, is the possibility to look at the books that are in schools and create awareness also to the teachers, because I have come to realize that most people do things also because of lack of awareness. I, as a Black woman, can see books that reproduce prejudices that maybe a white teacher might not see, not because they are bad or mean, but just because they don't have that experience that I have personally. And I would also say that I'm prepared for this because this is also what I see with the strength of Bundesvierteln, is that everybody comes in with whatever they already do. It's not something that we are going to start from scratch. And I am also with Pamoja Efau, who are also members of Bundesvierteln. And also them, I have learned a lot from them too. We have another program called Awareness Program. And all these things that I've been doing before, they have been preparing me. So I don't feel like it's going to be something new. I feel like it's a continuation which will give me more structure with what I already do.
Thank you so very much. And this takes me to, I mean, we have Mori Mori Okeyo, who is asking or who is saying very true. Politics affect us and everyone around us. Being active in politics makes us accountable for ourselves and for others. And I want to remind the public that Bundesvierteln is really not a political institution or organization. Is that correct? It is coming together, a united front, an umbrella organization for different organizations in Cologne, which that's why we have we have Ghana Union in it, and we have Pamejo in it. Did I get you right, Miss Rose? Um, Sophia, did I get you right? Let's hear the
Yeah,
structure of Bonus 14, please.
pardon?
Can we understand who is Bonus 14 Africa?
Yeah, Bundes 14 Africa is a political platform for immigrants or for international African origins. And Bundesvierteln has been there for quite over 6 years or 6 years, and they are doing what they are supposed to do for our people. And so I think they are doing a good job, and we all need to chip in to do the work for our people. So, and that is what I can say about Bundesvierteln.
Okay, Ma'am Rose, before you get to comment on Boldness 14, because I know you're very active also there, we have Jonathan Ajede watching, and he says, I'm very proud of my mother, my own very mother. What an amazing son, and I'm very sure she's also very proud of you. Jonathan, if you've not yet subscribed to the Sunpan Global TV, then you make sure you do. Thank you for joining us today. And we are having also Irene Lilifat. Irene, you're welcome. Thank you. Wishing you all the best, ladies. And I'm sure that we are liking the conversation. Keep sending your messages, keep sending your questions. If you have questions, we have barely 7 days to go. And I'm very convinced that you, as Bonus 13, you're definitely going to win for the Integrations Ratval in Cologne. My question to you, ma'am, because you just told me the story of the fact that you came back from Ghana, and I was so intrigued to ask the question, how do we work together, as African, as a team, so that we can be able to achieve the very purpose for which we're going into these elections?
From my experience, what I have experienced in both here and in Ghana, or let me put it in Africa. We can work together to achieve our goals, because once African, always African. It doesn't matter where you are and where you will be. As long as we are proud Africans, we need to stand for each other. And I think that is what I am trying to do. So I will bring all the youth together, because things I can do and the youth can do is what we are there for as mothers, to push them forward.
Beautiful. Ma'am Rose, do you have something to add to that?
Yeah. Thank you, Sophia, for what you said. I also think that sometimes we are inclined to still separate. I think due to our history, that really our continent is the way it is right now because of divide and rule. And if we remember that our continent was divided in this country from people who are not in our country, and that has affected us also psychologically. So I think right now what I'm doing is to really check myself, where am I inclined to separate, so that we can purposefully come together and unite. Because when we are here, I come from Kenya, you come from Ghana, but it doesn't matter, we have the same
Yeah.
problems, we face
Yes.
the same issues. If it's housing problems, if it's students problems, once I speak to a black student, even if I don't know them personally, they tell me the same issues that they're going through. So I think right now is time to purposefully come together and unite, because I think we have a natural inclination to separate and to, of course, to watch out for our own, because living in this country, it also, it means that some of us left family behind, some of us have other problems that we go through, others struggle, we have different levels of difficulties, and also capabilities that have made us the way we are today. So that is why I feel like it's time to be more purposeful with unity. Instead of looking which country we come from, which languages we speak, we rather purposefully come together for one cause, because I think we are so many. If we unite for one cause, we actually do make a lot of things happen.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep boring, like the German says, is bore weiter. I'm going to keep digging on that same question, because I think we have just 7 days to go, and we have to make history come to place. And this history can only get manifested if we understand the strength behind unity, if we understand the strength behind purposeful working together, networking. I think you just took some words from me, purposeful networking. And that's why the real question will be, and that is to you both: how can Africans work purposefully together for the bigger picture? The bigger picture means that this bigger integrations ratival, which is no longer about Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, and all that. So how can we work purposefully, step by step? Do we have step by step tools we can tell the people this is how we can work purposefully to achieve the bigger picture? Ma'am Sophia, you can go on.
Africans should work together through more dialogue and
Mhm.
consultation, because that is how we can achieve our goals. And once we are Africa and one Africa, and we are not divided, we are becoming stronger and stronger, and we will be stronger forever. So I hope and pray that all Africans should come together to, to have one achievement and one goal.
Okay,
And
thank you so very much.
two heads are better than one. Two heads
That's
are
it.
better than one.
Perfect, perfect. Two heads are better than one. And in Budnis Fiatin, you're not only two heads, I think you're many heads. And so it's always better than just one. Thank you, Ma'am Rose. Please, can you give us a step by step tool that you can hand over to our people listening? We have many people listening to us now. Do you have a 2 by 2? And again, don't forget you're working on the area of social education. So I guess that you're going to be you have learned that in school. Let me put it this way. Please give us a step-by-step rule how we can purposefully unite our energy, our resources, our strength, our wisdom and knowledge to be able to achieve the bigger picture.
Thank you. What I've learned is that people come together and connect when they know what they are doing that for, and even children are also like that. If children know, whenever I work with kids, if they know this is why we are doing something, like we have a goal. That's why whenever I teach children, the first thing I do is to write the goal of that lesson for that day, so that they know this is why we are doing this. So that at the end of it, we will have this goal. And I think the step that needs to be done right now is to see why we are doing it. And the first reason is just like that pictures are so powerful, especially even just for children. Whenever we come together and there are black children's there, they are totally different. I just see the way they behave around, the way they play around with their fellow other children. Even if you did not go and speak to them, you just see they already come alive because they are so encouraged by this unity. And the thing that we would need right now is to focus on one goal. I think if we have too many goals, then it's not very possible to achieve all of them. If we have step by step, like the first step for me that I see right now is it is 7 days to election. We need your votes because if you don't vote us in, of course, we cannot do the other things that we plan to do. And if you vote us in, then we already act as a medium. We are people because we are so diverse. Even on Bundesviertel itself, if you look at Bundesviertel itself, we are people from different countries, different ages, men, women. We are not one dimensional, and so that is why I think just by looking at what is the main purpose of this, we want to achieve that we are already that many of us are already in representing us. When you see at the communal level, we see that there are black people there. We want on the integrations level, we want also there to be our people there, because then we have many, to use the German word Ansprechpartner, all working for this one goal, meaning we want to strengthen ourselves and to strengthen our resources. But we start, for me, what I see right now, we start with voting because it's just 7 days, and if we don't vote us in, other people will be voted in. So it really lies on the people right now.
Thank you so very much. I like this direct approach to say, hey, the one goal at the moment, it doesn't matter what's happening now, but the one goal at the moment is the vote. The election's coming up on the 13th of September 2020. That will be an amazing historical event to see many Africans in the different political scenarios in Cologne, and that's why the main goal now is go vote. Let me ask this direct questions. I just like asking at times direct question. But what makes Bundes 14 different, and why should we vote for Bundes 14? How can we support Bundes 14? Any of you? You're all both from Bundes 14. Ma'am Rose, you want to start, please?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Thank you. Why Bundes 14? Why should people vote for Bundes 14? I think for me, it's because it's the one list that I've seen that has people that look like me, and that has people who have my story, and all of them have my story, which means even if some are doing business, others are architects, others are mothers, others, it doesn't matter what they do, but they always have this one focus. And for me, that is why it's so important to to choose Bundes 14, because we are also so many, um, and we have many women there, and of course I like men, but I always feel like whenever we have a lot of women and a lot of men in the same group, then we are more united, then we have more perspectives and things get done. And I also think because we are also diverse in terms of age. We have the older generation who are showing us what we need to take care of, and then we also have the younger generation. We have people who are even younger than me. We have people in their 20s who have this energy, who want to push things forward. So I would say Bundeswehr 14 for me is, even if I wasn't candidating, I would go for them still, because I think they are the ones who have the capability of representing so many different people, and that is what politics should do. It should represent as many people as possible, going to the roots of the problem. It should be as individual as possible, and not just one person looking down to the others and making decisions.
Thank you very much. Ma'am Sophia, would you want to add something on that, please?
I think Rose has said it all. With Bundesviertel, you can't go wrong. We are the number one. And when you vote for us, you will see the achievement. We are there to, because we are not afraid of anything. We are forceful and we are rich in resources. We have the youth, we have everything. I mean, the old ones like me, I am sitting between them. The young ones like Rose, Williams, and others from all different countries, meaning Bundesviertel, we are stronger than anybody else or anyone else. So people should vote for us. People should come out massively to vote because Bundesviertel, we are number one.
I like the energy coming
Oh,
out from
yes.
this lady. I have a question from you, from our viewers. Thank you very much, Margaret, and thank you for always being so supportive. And Margaret says most of the people don't vote because they are not motivated, and others because they are not well informed. How you people do? How do you people do? How do you people want to motivate and inform people? So this is your time, Rose and Mam Sophia. Motivate our people who are now still thinking, reflecting, and doubting if they should go to vote. Give them the reasons now and motivate, inspire them why they should go and vote. I start with you, Ma'am Rose.
Why people should go and vote? It's because whether you vote or not, you are voting. For me, that is what I've realized. If I don't use my own voice, because our voices are so precious, and we have let so many people tell our story. I have seen stories about us in all places, and mostly it's not the truth, because nobody else can tell our story apart from ourselves, and each of us has their own story, but if we don't use it, somebody else goes and makes decision for us. And I think, for us right now, not voting is also voting, just voting for the party that it's not going to represent you. And I think everybody has seen now what is already happening since the late George Floyd, and all these conversations that we are seeing on social media, in the education system. People are talking a lot about blackness, and if we don't join this conversation, the conversation will go ahead. People are going to talk, and if we don't use the voices that we have, other people will come in and other people will be chosen. It's just that we still keep talking, but we have no structure, and we are not. Nobody respects our voice if we don't have any kind of structure. And the thing is that if we are not using our voice, other people make decisions, and then those decisions in return affect our lives. If nobody among us is in the education system, the books that are decided upon, that don't represent our children well, that don't show us in a good light, our kids will go to school and learn with those books. So I think it's time to realize how much power we have just with our own voices, whether we have different views about things, but knowing that it's for this one thing, we need to have one stand in front. And if we don't do it, we are still choosing. Whether we choose or not, we are still choosing. And I just want to say that everybody has seen the discussions also on social media, even the positive ones, but there are also a lot of negative ones that I will not want to mention here to avoid re-hurting other people. But we have seen so many things that are happening right now, and those things will continue. And if less and less of us have the power to say something in parliament, less and less of us will not be able to represent us, and then obviously we are already the minority in this country, then nobody will hear our voice. So I would say, yes, people lack motivation, but I think it's time now to see, if I don't have a motivation and I don't speak for myself, somebody else speaks for me, and I don't like what they say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ma'am Sophia, please, let's hear motivate these young people, the old people, that they should go and vote on the 13th because it's so important. When I did the candidation 2014 in Esslingen, that was the moment I understood that in politics, whether you go vote or you do not vote, you have indirectly voted anyway. So it is really better you purposefully go vote so that you know that you have chosen someone to defend you. Ma'am Sophia, tell us, why should they vote? Go motivate our people to vote for you people.
Thank you. I think what Rose said, she said it all. And so if you don't go and vote, you are sitting on your vote thinking you are doing us. You are not doing us, you are doing yourself. Because we are pulling everybody along. We want everybody to come with us because that is our chance and this is our choice. Nobody is going to tell us what to do. We know what we have to do. You just go and vote. And when you vote and we have the votes that we need, that is when we can talk and we will be loud for everybody to hear our voice. This is the time for all of us to bring our voice together because it's our voice that speaks for us. Nobody is going to speak for us. We have to speak for ourselves. So we are pulling everybody along. I'm not saying this one is yellow, this is green, this is black or old. All of us in Cologne, all of us should go and vote massively so we can have our voice in parliament and speak about our problems and our achievement that we want to achieve. We are already
Thank you.
there to take it for ourselves. So it's up to our people to go ahead and vote. That is our
Thank
motivation for now.
Thank you so much. I go and vote. I would have want to vote for you if I was in Cologne. Of course, I would have voted for you. I have been doing this work with you all and following you up to this day because I trust in the abilities that you are having. I trust in your potentials. That's why I decided to devote the platform for you for the past week so that I could also give my own part of the contribution to your work in the community. And of course, Yuda Kimotai says he or she's going to vote for you through prayers. But Yuda, if you are in Cologne and you're not like me somewhere else, please go on that day and vote. And he also says, or she says, there is power always on vote. Please make use of your vote. I'm welcoming also Jerry. Jerry is also was one of my guests, also Dr. Jerry, and she said, "Black vote matter." I encourage you all listening to us and this conversation today to really make use of your vote. Go and vote. And Dr. Jerry also is candidating, but this time for the Butchicks Rat. So if you are in Cologne, please remember as well to vote for her. We also have Juliet, who says, "Thanks for bringing them. I wasn't going to vote because I didn't know any." And thank you a lot. Thank you, ma'am. I'm very glad that through this program, we have been able to expose some of them so you can know them and clear away your doubts. And hopefully, you're going to vote. I encourage you all to vote. If you do not vote, you have still voted all the same. But this time, maybe the wrong people. I have another question from Margaret, and Margaret is saying, for young people, I think they are well taken care of. So my question is, how about old people, and how can we also help on the side? Ma'am Rose, do you want to say something on that?
Um, about the old people, I would say I'm not an expert in this field, but I will still say, because Bundesvierzehn, there are people who are also specializing also on this field and who also have personal experiences. I mean, it's also relative. What is old, and in which stage of life are we talking about? Are we talking about retirement? Are we talking? It needs to be known what exactly are we talking about. But I know that I cannot answer this question correctly because that's not my area of expertise. But I can say that with Bundesvierzehn, because you have all kinds of people with different kinds of expertise expertise. Even there, we will find someone who knows more about people in retirement and who can advise better and more precise than I would right now.
Thank you so very much for a very precise and direct answer. Thank you, ma'am. Sophia, what do you think we can do for our old people? And Margaret, like she's saying, like Ma'am Rose said, that may not be her specialty at the moment, but the question is extremely broad. But we have Ma'am Sophia in the house. Ma'am, what do you think? How can we help old people, even though
I
you're
think,
not old?
yeah, I am not old, but I am old. With my experience here, I will be soon also going to retirement. So, like the listener said, what are we doing for old people? Old people, at this time, we've done all what we can. We've used our strength. Our strength, we've used it already. Now that we are old and the younger ones are coming, I think we should use our strength to push the younger ones, to give them strength, for them to know we are behind them. Anything that they are doing, once we, the older ones, are behind them, they can achieve their goals. What we can do is what they can do. So we will move them forward for them to fight our fight that we can fight when we came here younger like them. So that is my point, and that is why I am standing. I am behind the younger ones, and we will push things forward. With me, my time is over. So I'm telling my fellow old lady or the old person that we should all come together, push the younger ones forward, because they are our future generation in this country, so they can move this country forward for we Africans.
Thank you so very much again. Boldness 15 is always on top. Ma'am Rose said, of course, the Boldness 15 has a project. Batemona Abeke, thank you very much. Batemona Abeke is the Frauenvertraute Frau for Boldness 15. And she says, of course, we have a project for the elderly, project Getting Old in Germany. I am so amazed to see the amazing work that Boldness 15 is putting together also for the old people. So therefore, Margaret, your question has been answered. Yes, we have a program for the old people getting old in Germany. Thank you so very much, Batemona, for this response. We have also other contributions. Give you a yes, yes, that sister. Thank you so much. You just have a lot of people praising you here today, and I really hope that this would have been the voting ballot already, so that you can just go get voting and voting and voting. And then we have Jipat Karanja, who says, "Stand up, vote, be a part of the change." Wow, thank you so much. You're all amazing, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just tuning in, here's your Global Sunpon TV. We're a platform to support one another, expose the amazing works of our African brothers and sisters, and of course, where we can also grow together. So be a part of us. Margaret is grateful, and she says, "Thanks very much." You're welcome, Margaret. And keep the conversation rolling, keep the discussions rolling. Then we have also another conversation, and Mori Okeyo says, if we don't like the laws and policies in place, we can change that through voting. This is our right and a powerful tool that we can use to shape decision making by laws makers. Ma'am Rose, how can we are now talking about voting, and we have barely 7 days to go, and we are telling the people go and vote. We're telling the people vote, vote. Who is really supposed to vote for the integrations ritual? Who are those legitimate? Who are those having the right to vote, and how can they do that?
The people who are allowed to vote for Integrationsrat, this is different from Kommunalwahl. For the Integrationsrat is people who, as from the 28th of August, they've been registered here in Cologne and they've been living in Germany for over 1 year. And those are people, they can be asylum seekers, they can be students, they can, just as long as you're registered in Cologne and you're living here longer than a year. And most of these people who are eligible to vote, they also got letters. Like where I live, I saw very many letters lying around where the city just sent the voting voting letters. And the easiest thing is that you can send that with post. You don't even have to go there by yourself. It's just that the very last day you have to vote is the 13th. So either you did it with the post, or you can go right there yourself and just just mark that name BÜNDNIS 14. The list, you can see that there are a list of very, very, very many people, and then you can just mark our name, BÜNDNIS 14, and you vote for us. And it's very easy. You don't have to stand there the whole day. You don't have to take urlaub for the day. Really, you can just vote because it has been made so easy. Anyone who doesn't vote is really just a matter of choice. But I think, especially in this country, it has been made so very possible for everybody to vote at their own comfort. And people should also not be scared with the corona. Like I said, if you got your letter, you can just post your vote with post, or go there, but you also have to call them and make an appointment. And all
Thank
this information about voting, we've also listed that down on our website, www.bündnis14.com. You can check all that is the information in English. All the information that is there, we've listed that out. We have made videos about it. I think everybody can find some information. We've even translated them so that it's in different languages, so that we don't leave anyone behind.
Thank you so much. Ma'am Sophia, do you want to add anything to that again?
Yes, I want to add I want to add, if you have the letters at home, even from tomorrow, if you live in Cologne, you can just go to a cow post where the big amt is. You can vote there from Monday till the 11th. You can just walk in there and go and vote. You don't need to wait till the 13th. You can go from tomorrow from 8 o'clock. Everybody can walk in there and go and vote. You have to take your passport or your Ausweis and then the letter they wrote to you. Once you have this letter, you can vote. And the women especially should go and vote. The women, I am talking to mothers. The women, we should go out and vote, because our vote is what counts. If we don't go to vote, nobody is voting for us, but it will be counted, and they will do what they are doing to us that we don't like because we didn't vote. So go and vote for Bündnis 14. Number 13, we are there. Number one, Bündnis 14 is number one, Integrationsrat. Number one, Bündnis 14. Number 13, that is where our vote goes.
So thank you so very much. I'm sure that the listeners and keep sending the videos. After this, you can still keep sending it out to your people, and they will hear your voice. And the mothers, I beg of you, these are our mothers. You heard Mama Sophia say, "Go and vote." Oh, if you don't vote, you have still voted anyway. So I beg of you, go and vote. Now, Ma'am Rose, we have two main elections in Cologne, or three, I think even four, but there are two that's so important for the people. Can you please differentiate between the Integrationswahlrat and, of course, the Bezirks or the Kommunalrat or the Stadtrat, you call that in Cologne?
Yes, we have, of course, we have the Oberbürgermeister who will be voted in also this term. Then we have a Kommunalwahl, and we have as Integrationsrat. And for all these, different people are want to be voted in. And especially I like this question because there has been a little bit of confusion. There is also a friend of ours in with the Klimafreunde, Dr. Angeri, and Dr. Rahab, and she is going, for example, for the Kommunalwahl. So it's very important for people to understand that we are not competing. People can vote for us as Integrationsrat and go to the Kommunalwahl and vote for the people who are going for the Kommunalwahl, because we are not going for Kommunalwahl. The Kommunalwahl are a bit higher than us. We are the Integrationsrat. And like we've been saying, we are not even a political party, we are a list. So it's very important for the community to understand we are not going against each other. Right now, if you vote for the Klimafreunde, for example, and then you vote us in, we even have a stronger front. We are actually going to be working together. If we both come in, then we are going to be working together for, of course, for different causes, but we are not competing against each other. If you vote for the Kommunalwahl, you can still come again and vote for Integrationsrat. Those are two different things. And of course, Oberbürgermeister, that is, I think that one, it's clear for everybody, that is also something totally different.
Thank you so very much. For those who did not watch my last program, we had also Dr. Jerry with us and Dr. Akude. So that's why I can only confirm they are for the Stadtbezirk communal Wahl. So it's really, really a different program altogether. So go and vote for as many blacks who are there, especially for BÜNDNIS 14 and especially for Klimafreunde, was that right? So that you have your people there supporting you. Jerry says that it is Klimafreunde, is not Integrationsrat. So now Klimafreunde is one which goes with Dr. Jerry and Dr. Akude, and then we have the Integrationsrat, which is with the BÜNDNIS 14, and of course, Ma'am Sophia said BÜNDNIS 14 is number one. So, and it's on the list, number 13. So when you get there, you don't just want to get confused. Just check the list, number 13, and then put the mark on it or the cross on it, and then post it, or you go there on that same day. And of course, someone is saying the voting are already out. Don't miss out to vote. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just coming in, you are watching the Global Sunpon TV. It's a platform for you and me where we come together to support one another, bring out the best from the community, and then, of course, empower one another to continue the work that we must do together. So, to my panelists and to my guests, do you have any last word to your people listening to you? Ma'am Sophia, what would you want to tell the people?
I just want to tell the people that they should go out and vote, because that is why we are there. We are there for them. We are telling all of them they should come along with us, because we need all of us. We need each and every one to come and vote so we can have one voice. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, ma'am. And then, of course, we also have Rose. Ma'am Rose, what do you want to tell the people? The people are listening. And uh, I have a question again for Margaret before we come to you. What you want to tell the people? Is it true that a 16 years old can vote?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Margaret, yes, please send all your 16 odd years young people to go and vote. And this is so important. People should know what age, who are those. Just send everyone to go and vote. 16 years, 17 years, 18 years. And I'm informed that in Cologne, there are many mothers giving birth to many beautiful and handsome boys and girls who are now adults. So send them and tell your brothers and sisters in the church that they should not only pray, but they should go and vote. Prayers is good, but the voting is also so important. Tell our people that. So, Ma'am Rose, what would you tell the people?
Yeah, thank you for also for having me here. It's an honor. I would say we have a voice. Sometimes we are not aware of it, but we do have a voice. And what I have learned is that we need to get active, because I have been in a lot of talks, but when we get to action, can we also take this action? Can we actually vote someone in? Because after the vote, after people have been voted in parliament, then things can get done. I will also encourage people who say there is a topic that is important to me that you guys are not talking about. Come to us, maybe come even join Bundesviertel or come and talk to us. But I will say, let's get active. Let's actually start getting active, and because we've seen whenever people get together and they are active, big things happen. And I believe even this one we can. I think I would just like to encourage everyone that we do have a voice. We don't need to sit on it, because our voice is valid, and when we use it, great things can happen. So I think for me right now is, many of us speak. I also speak a lot, but right now I want action, and I will just urge my people, let us all get into action. And the simple action right now is to just go and vote. It's easy to just let that vote just lie there, but what do we have from it? We don't have anything from it if somebody else gets voted in, but we have something from it even if you are angry about the black community and it doesn't do this, or you are very encouraged about the black community right now and you're saying, I like what they say. Let's see the actions. Let's come together and actually make things happen. Because if we don't get active, we can only talk. But talk, everybody can talk. But the actions, they are the ones that are going to bring any change. It's always from an action. And if you want some encouragement to really see what has Bundesviertel done by now, even if you don't know, they've been doing things that make your life here a little bit easier. Go to our website and look at what we've done already, and then maybe that will encourage you to make sure that maybe these people should stay in right now. So use your voice. You have it, and it's very powerful. Thank you.
Your voice is very powerful. Your voice is very powerful. And Madam Batemona Abeke says, for the Christians, go and vote. As we pray, prayers alone are not enough. Wow, it was such a privilege having you both
I want
today.
to say something.
Yes, ma'am.
The voting gives expression to the prayer. So all Christians
Hmm.
go out to go and vote. Because once you are praying, without your vote, your prayer won't be answered. So they should go
Hmm.
out and go and vote. We Christians. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a privilege to have you, and thank you so very much for joining my platform. Ma'am Sophia, thank you so very much. Ma'am Rose, and we keep in touch. Ladies and gentlemen, it is always a privilege to have you all, and the time goes so quick as though we have been running a kind of battle, but I mean, it has been a very, very good conversation. Thank you for watching, Margaret. Maziken says that was informative. Thank you so very much. And we also have Mori that is around. We have Bunis. Please go get more information on www.bundnis14africa.com so that you can get more information. We also have a feedback again from Mori Okeyo who says, vote. This is where you get to vote, even without being a German citizen. What a privilege to vote, ladies and gentlemen. It is really a privilege to vote. Go and vote. And with this, I let you stay fine. I have a one word for you. I'm reading a book from T. Harv Eke, and the book is The Secret of the Millionaire's Mind. And he says, don't tell me, don't keep talking, just do it. And he says, if you want to get rich, do what rich people do. So I'm leaving you with this. If you want to influence in the politics, you better get there involved and start doing what the people are doing to get involved. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a very nice evening. Hoping to see you some other time, especially next week for all our other programs. Tomorrow, Monday, we are having the debate. And then on Wednesday, we have Let's Help You. On Thursday, we have the racism talk. And on Sunday, we have the business conversation. If you've not yet registered on our platforms, please do well. If you've not subscribed, do well. We are a family. We support one another. We help one another. Have a nice evening and God bless you.